Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight onto this Monday night? Hello, Sean. Nice to see you. Hello to Juanson. Hello to Lilith. Hello to beautiful Gypsy. How are you doing, sweetie? I should probably say hi to beautiful Maria, too. She might already be here with us. So let's go for it. Tonight, the live is from 8 till 9, so it is 1 hour. Again, to try and save my voice. So let's go for it. Let's start off with you, my beautiful Gypsy. And then I'm going to go and see our dear friend over here, Maria. So why did MH call you today? And was there any meaning behind the playlist he sent you? How is he feeling? Oh, MH is not over you, right? Let's go and see this. What is going on? Hello, Hanson, sweetie. And why is he sending you this stuff? Okay, here we go. There's Maria. How are you doing, sweetie? On to this beautiful Monday. Oh, yeah, the ooh la la. We're going to have names for everybody. Me, 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 ooh la la. One was long. Oh, no, I have not read it yet. Hello, my beautiful Yvonne. How are you doing, sweetie? I don't really feel better, my beautiful Yvonne, but you're a sweetie pie. I think I'm like into the worst of this cold. Yes, by after tomorrow, I should be so much better. But I have to say, I didn't do all that much today, and I had people coming on over to fix our living room floor. So I had to stay home nonetheless, so that helped me. All right, so my beautiful Gypsy, why did MH call you today? You know what? I feel as though he was not too busy and he was thinking about you. He was wondering what you are up to. And nonetheless, he's actually thinking that he lost an opportunity with you. So I'm going to say he's having regrets, sweetie. He is having regrets. So regretful is what we have. So what did we do? We reached on out to you. Now, is this really going to change anything altogether? I don't really think so, my sweetie. I'm going to take some more cards out for the other questions that you did have there, but from what I can see is he has regrets. He was missing you and he thought, hey, why not? Why don't I just do a shout out? Why don't I just, send a call out and see how things go? Now, since it seems as though you have somewhat accepted it, now he knows that he has the power to contact you again, to reach out to you again, and he might even do it again. But what I'm going to say is, you're getting into a zone with MH now where things can really be quite moody. So we can go up, we can go down. Whenever we're feeling low, whenever we feel like we're missing you, oh, we'll contact you. But then you might have periods where he's seeming distant, he's seeming away, he's seeming uninterested. So it's a little bit being into a roller coaster at this moment. I'm just going to warn you, sweetie. So if you do decide to get into this is a little bit what you're going to be getting. So it's not about necessarily, yes, it's about thinking that, okay, we lost you. What a bad idea. What did we do? We want you back. But at the same time, we don't want to say it. And so it's going to be on and off, on and off, on and off. As for the playlist that he sent you, honestly, it's those songs that he thinks about it's the songs that he listens whenever he thinks about you. And this is why he did want to send it out to you. So I'm going to say a lot of regrets, my beautiful. Now the question is, what are you going to do with that, my beautiful Gypsy? What is going to be your next move with MH? I'm going to go and read Maria's mail now. And if I'm a little bit silent, I'll try to chit-chat all the way through. And you saw Roberto. All right, let me go see. Let's go over here. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go and... oh, yes. Okay. I'm going to let you guys chit-chat for a moment. Okay. You went to the classroom, students, teachers. Okay. Doing the catwalk, right? I'm still here, everybody, by the way. Okay. You were like a walking emoticon, sweetie. Okay. Oh no, the fire alarm was pulled by mistake. Okay, well, let's go and see. So that is the first one. And let me go see the other one. So you did see him, but yeah, not too much going on because too much going. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go with your first email over here. And, well, let's go see the usuals, and then I'll go see if you have anything else that is not necessarily into the usual. Yeah, I know. You were, but it was all perfect. I mean, what else can you do, right? There's a lot of people around. I know. We are ready for the continuum of this story. At least we get a continuum every day. It's not like, I don't know, Lord of the Rings. You have to wait like a year, right? It's all good. Let's go and find out. And voila. So let's go see how he was feeling about you today. How's that? Then we're going to go and see if there's anybody else around. And we're going to a little bit navigate through that. Oh, Gypsy, you say you don't know if you're going to do anything, right? That's what I was thinking. You're going to wait and see what his next move is, right? Okay, let's do that like that. And let's go over here. So, my beautiful, what is happening? I know. Ooh la la. Yes, today was a little bit of a lost opportunity, especially because of the fire alarm. That's the lost opportunity that I'm seeing over here, because you did actually have maybe an occasion where you could have talked to him a little bit more, but it did not quite happen. Too many things just happened today, and it's okay. It happens sometimes, and you know what? It wasn't really planned for you guys to meet today anyways, so it would have been nice. Well, hello, Sean, sweetie. Oh, you're such a sweetie pie. I appreciate it, Sean. You're such a lovely soul. Let me know if you have any questions, sweetie. Just post it away. I am enjoying the hearts and the roses and the tulips. I had tulips planted outside of my house for a couple of years, but I didn't plant them in the right place, and they were not always growing all that good. Roses are my favorite. It was not the hug. It was not the hug. What was not the hug, sweetie? No, I'm not talking about the hug, Maria. No. I'm sorry. I was talking to Maria, and I was talking to Gypsy at the same time, and I was talking to Sean. What I truly want to say over here is that, my beautiful, the lost opportunity was coming from the fact that, from the fire alarm is what I'm trying to say. I feel like if that fire alarm had not been pulled, you would have had more time. There would have been a little something more. Other than that, I feel as though he's been thinking about you. He feels like there's a lack of movement. He feels like there's a little something more than he should do. Yes, that's it. The lost opportunity. No, the lost opportunity is not about the hug. The lost opportunity over here is about the fire alarm going off because you guys could have had more time to speak together. The hug was not one of them. So I'm going to say, it could have been, but it's not what's into the reading at this moment. Other than that, what I can see over here is that he's still stuck. He's still stuck into the past. He's always thinking about the past, thinking about you guys. You see, yesterday we had moved on. We were not as much into the past, and we were letting go of it, thinking about the positive. Today we're back a little bit we're not into the negative, but we're thinking about the sad times. We're thinking about some times that were not quite as good. So I'm going to say to you over here, my lovely, that the fact that we're still a little bit stuck into the past doesn't really change anything into the whole relationship for you guys. We're still dreaming. We're still thinking about you. We're still thinking about the possibilities of being together. So I just feel as though we would have liked to have talked a little bit more today. And I'm sure that you feel as though you should have talked a little bit more too. Let's go and see if there's anybody else around. And I'm going to go and see your other questions right after. All right, here we go. Oh, no. Sorry. Hold on. I have a card that is evading me. You think that that's where... Yeah, I've been seeing you say that, Sean, a few times. You think you're going to be meeting them at church. I will check that out, sweetie. Thank you for posting. And thank you, Lilith. I know, but at the same time, it's okay for you not to give it, because if you actually gave that hug out, it could have been a little bit too much. It could have been that move where he would have thought, oh, this is not the right time, right? Because how many people really go around and start hugging the principal? I know. No, it was better that you did what you did, sweetie. Otherwise, it could have been kind of seen into a different kind of a way. No. So is there anybody else around? I'm going to say no for the moment. I do not see anybody else around, sweetie. I'm so sorry. And let me go back into your email. So, yeah, did you do good not to hug him? Okay, you did have that question. Let's go see. You did absolutely fantastic not to hug him, because if you would have hugged him, it would have given a little bit of it would have been a blast from the past, really, is what it would have been. All the movement that we would have done and moving on forward, it just takes one single little thing where everything just kind of modifies itself, right? So what I can see over here is things are going good. You did the absolute perfect thing. Did he want you to hug him? He did. But at the same time, he didn't think that you were cold. It was just not an appropriate time where it would have been okay for both of you guys. And this is what I'm seeing. So I'm going to say, don't worry about the hug. I know that you wanted it, but it's best that it was left the way that it was. All right, so anybody around is a no. Let's go see over here if you guys are still talking tomorrow and if you're still on schedule. All right, so are you still talking tomorrow? I'm still going to say a yes. I still do believe that you are going to be talking tomorrow. So, it's like your weeks are like that, right? Your Mondays are always a little bit cold. Your Tuesdays and your Wednesdays are a little bit warmer. And then, coldness installs itself again because you don't really see him all that much after that. So I'm going to say you're beginning to enter tomorrow into the peak of your week where, yes, you will be seeing him and you will be talking to him a little bit more anyway. So you'll be able to open it up. I say tonight, think about a topic of conversation that could be good. I don't know, whatever it is that is coming to your mind. And hey, have you thought about the gift, by the way? Are you going to be getting him a gift? Because his birthday is coming up soon, isn't it? Let me go back and see the other one over here. Email number 2. Thank you, my beautiful Yvonne, sweetie. And you want to know, did he hear the other director of another after-school program offer you a job? I'm talking great about you. Did he hear? And if yes, what did he think? Let's go see if he heard to begin with. So did he hear the other director of another school program offer you a job? I'm going to say no, he did not. And without a doubt, whatever he does know, I'm going to say that he's going to be a little bit worried. It could actually make him do something a little bit quicker if he knew that you might be leaving to go for another job elsewhere. It could actually push him to do something a little bit quicker or to do things into a different way. And that being said, I know that into your mind right now you're thinking, oh, well, maybe then I should kind of let him know that I'm thinking about it or that I got it, right? So that he could ask you out before or something of the such. I say don't play that game. Don't get into that. So I'm going to say no, ultimately. He does not know about it. And whenever he does, well, then he's going to become stressed. He's definitely going to become stressed. He might actually end up changing his techniques, or anyways, his approach or his scheduling in some sort. Let's do this. Let's do that. And let's go see our dear friend Sean. I do say, yeah, he loves coffee. So you're heading yes, to Starbucks. Yes, everything is still on schedule, sweetie. Everything is absolutely perfect. He is still coming through and he is still asking you out, sweetie. So far, so good. Nothing has changed yet. My dear Sean, sweetie, so you would like to know, let me go back up. You want to know if it is going to be, your meeting place is going to be man or woman in church. Let's go and find that out. Hello, my beautiful June. Nice to see you, sweetie. And will you be together in a long-term relationship with a man or a woman or a partner? Well, let's go and find that out, sweet one. All right, I'm going to use this deck. First, we're going to go and find out if it's going to be in church or not. That is first. So we are with Sean, followed out by Yvonne and June. So what do we have? Ah, yes, absolutely. It is going to be in church, sweetie, no doubt about it. And I'm going to say it's a man. I think I told you into the past I saw a man. But you know what? Energies do change. Things do change. But it is a man. There is absolutely no doubt about it. Now, I feel from the energy that I'm getting at this moment, it is a man who seems to be, I'm going to say about maybe 7-8 years older than you altogether. It is going to be in church. They seem to have a little bit darker colored hair. They seem to be normal built, fairly tall, I'm going to say. Somebody who is a little bit of an introvert, but at the same time, they're not shy to say how they're feeling or what they're doing and so on. But I don't feel as though you're meeting this person in church for like a year. So it might take a year before you actually end up meeting this person in church. At this moment, I don't actually feel as though they're going to the same church as you are, because I don't feel as though I feel like they're moving. I feel like they're moving closer to you into the following months, which is why they're going to be changing areas. They're going to be changing churches. Let me go see if it's going to be long-term or not. So is this long-term or not? Let's go find out. My beautiful Shar, there's no timestamp for you, sweetie. I sent you an email, sweetie, and about 2 hours ago with your timestamp and the link to your reading, my beautiful. If you don't have it, let me know. I'll send it back to you. But go check your email, sweetie. Oh, no, I've done Shar. She's got the email. She's got everything she needs. All right, so what is over here and what do I have for you, sweetie? Is this going to be long-term? Okay, I'm going to say I feel as though you're going to be with this person for about 8, 9, maybe 10 months. And then for some reason, I just kind of feel like there's a little bit of a disharmony. I feel like you're a little bit unaligned. Now, Sean, it's too early because this is going to be happening into the following year. And then we're already like 8, 9 months off. It could change. It could definitely change. For the moment, I feel like there's going to be something after 8, 9 months that's going to be a little bit like a miscommunication of some sort, where you're not necessarily seeing the same things onto the same level, or that you want the same things at the same time. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to pass through that or not. It's a little bit uncertain over here. I know that you're talking about it because I do see you here, but I don't actually see the final result. So I'm going to say we're going to have to hold on to that, but it can definitely change. Okay, sweetie. So your main answer over here is it's going to be somewhat of a long-term relationship. It could be much longer than what I'm seeing. It is going to be in church. It is a man about 7 years older than you. It is my pleasure, Sean, sweetie. Sending you so much love. You so deserve this, Sean. You so deserve love, sweet one. So, yeah, Char, let me know if you don't get that email, okay? A big hug sent out to Sean. Yes, that's it. You guys are going to be sitting down and you're going to be talking about it. You're going to be figuring out things, which is good, which is perfect. Because as I said, you're a little bit more of an introvert, and I feel as though he's a little bit of an introvert, but he's really quite good at talking, at communicating, and so it helps out a lot to try to get through any type of issues or obstacles or challenges that might arise. I'm going to say you should be good, sweetie. I see somebody who is very open, very kind, and very loving, and I know that you are too. My dear, beautiful Yvonne, sweetie, you felt strange this weekend. Was it the dream angel? Well, let's go see. Is that what happened? Well, let's go find that out. So, you felt strange this weekend. Was it that angel dream? Let's go see. It's kind of bothering you, right? It's sticking around with you. So you felt strange this weekend, or was it the dream? Two of Wands, followed out by our Lovers. Also getting over here, Hermit. I'm sorry. I'm actually going to say over here to you, I do feel as though it is the angel. I feel as though there's something that is coming on through over here that the angel seems to be asking you to do a good introspection, to look within. You have to look within over here because there's a couple little things from what I can see. Let me take out another deck. Let me go see exactly what they're asking you. But I know they're asking you to go within. They're asking you, I'm getting an emotional recovery, but I'm also getting some consequences coming from that emotional recovery. I'm getting a lot of spiritual enlightenment along with that introspection, needing to have some solitude. I'm going to say whatever this angel is asking you to do over here with this introspection, you need to take whatever wisdom you're going to be gaining from that because you're the one who's got the key for that. And you need to not sit upon it. You need to apply it. You need to move upon with it. So at the same time, I'm getting that you need to believe into yourself. You need to believe into you, into your strength, into your beauty, inner, outside, the whole deal, sweetie. So I'm going to say yes, it is the angel. You're being asked to look within, and you're being asked to find your answer and to apply it. But you're the only one who has it. But a lot of it has to do also with some type of emotional recovery. Well, hello, Cherry Cola. Thank you so very much, sweetie. You've got a cute name. Well, let's go see what else the angels have to say to you over here, sweet one. What do we have? Okay. 000. You're one with the universe, and your angels are watching over you, because you have that amazing ability to manifest all that you desire, which is a little bit what I was just saying when I was saying that you can manifest what you want, you can do what you want, but you got to believe into yourself. You got to have that confidence, and you got to find that key within. But you're the one who needs to find it, nobody else. And once you find it, you need to apply it. Hello, my beautiful June flower. How are you doing, sweet one? Cody's still giving you trouble, ain't he? Ooh, that Cody. Ooh, that Cody. It is, my beautiful. It is a giant selenite wand. And it's the only one I've ever seen so big. Yes, it definitely is. Well, let's continue over here. And I want to give you some messages over here also, my beauty, before I move over. I know. Yeah, it's Cody, right? Cody. We're going to go see what's going on. Maybe it's that full moon playing games on him, sweetie. All right, so it is time to let go of what is no longer serving you, sweet one. Also, you have a mission, you have a soul purpose, and you need to remember that. And karma is coming to somebody towards you, somebody who has done something bad to you, sweet one. It is, isn't it, cherry color? I absolutely love it. And I've never seen one of that size before. Because often, you know, you can find towers, you can find all different kind of things, but not that. I do agree, it is quite cool. You need one, my beautiful Lilith, to cleanse yourself, sweetie. Oh, my beautiful. I know how pure you are, my beautiful Lilith. Okay, you're pure, but you're impure at the same time. But that's just part of your tordu kind of a self. Let's go see for our beautiful June flower. I'm just going to take a sip to save my voice. And we're going to go see what's going on. So what is up over here with Cody? What is he up to? What is he doing? I know, rub it all over your body like those eggs. I know, that's... Don't make me laugh, sweetie. Don't do that. When I laugh, I cough. I try as much as possible to be really grumpy these days. I just can't laugh. Okay, so... Of course, you're as pure as the driven snow. Oh, well, hello, beautiful Amy. How are you doing, sweet one? You need one just because you do, right? I love your honesty, Haunted. It is so perfect. You need it just because you want it. And good for you. Yes. I've been looking for other ones at the same shop where I found this one. I go like once a month, maybe once every 2 months, but I've never found anything such as. But that's where I get a lot of my stuff. That's where I get a lot of my crystal balls and everything. It's a beautiful shop. I love it. Okay, so what I do have to say over here, what do I have for you? June. He is so imbalanced. He is so much into the excess. He has got the most disruptive energies ever, sweetie. Okay. Right now, he's kind of feeling out of control. He's really into the whole extreme of the whole thing. Now, what I can actually see is that he wants to reach on out. He wants to communicate. He wants changes. So as much as he's kind of chaotic and everything's just all over the place, he does want to reach out to you. So I'm going to say, how's he feel about you tonight? He's feeling pretty good about you tonight. His life is chaotic. And he knows that his relationship with you is a little bit chaotic. But he does not want to lose you. So I'm definitely going to have to say over here, you know what? I feel as though if you reach on out to him, you'll get something good. And if you don't reach on out to him, I know he likes it when you reach out instead of him reaching on out. But if you do reach on out to him, I feel as though he will reply on back to you within the following 3 days. Why? Because he's wanting changes over here. But he changes his mood really, really quickly. So I'm going to say if you feel like reaching on out, reach out to him before he changes his mind, because he changes his mind fast. So tonight, he's good. He's positive. I feel as though we want to reach on out. We want to be closer to you. We want to have some good time. And we would like to talk with you, sweetie. His life is complicated as heck. It is. It's very complicated. He needs to have a lot of changes into his life. He needs to move on from a lot of things. He needs to transition. He needs to let go of everything that's no longer good into his life. And you're not part of the no longer good, sweetie. He needs to hold on to you. It's just that I feel like he's got problems trying to fit you into his schedule. problems trying to fit you into his life that is so chaotic. I don't feel like he necessarily wants to bring you into those troubles and into his chaotic life. Therefore, he tries to keep somewhat of a distance with you. This is why he is doing that. Because he is afraid of failing you into a certain way, he's actually being distant towards you. So I'm going to say tonight, he's doing good. When is Cody going to return? Well, if you're willing to reach on out to him, I'll say within the following 3 days. If you don't reach on out to him, it could be within the following week or two. So it is up to you, my beautiful June flower, to decide what you're going to do with that. It's his work, right? It's crazy as heck. I know, but we spend a lot of time at work, and work really does count for a lot. So sometimes we just end up being stuck into that, sweetie. So my beautiful June, I'm going to say, do not give up. If I were in your position, I would send out a message. I would, because he's into a good moment right now. So why not send it while he's doing good? Who's to say what goodness is going to be coming on by? Oh, you can send your questions, my beautiful Amy. Our beautiful Amy is going to be the following reading coming on up next. All right. I'm going to go see if you did send anything over here. And no, you did not. So I guess I'll just wait for your, yeah. Are you sending me an email, my beautiful Amy, or are you going to be posting them here? I know it's sad, sweetie, but I do have to say, my beautiful Amy, most likely, as you're saying, it is for the best. There's too much anger, there's too much frustration, there's too much going on at this moment that is creating chaos, and it's not bringing anything positive. It's just negative that seems to be passing on by. And let's go and see Cancer's energy. Oh, you know what, Watson? I never looked. No, that's okay, Amy. I never actually looked for a selenite wand on, I think there's small ones on Amazon. Etsy? You could probably find that on Etsy, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, right? It's kind of, you've got me intrigued now. A selenite wand. Hey, you can. There are some on Amazon. Yes, definitely. Hey, they're fairly big too. Well, look at that. All right, so Cancer's energy. Let's go find out. And then Cancer with Amy. Yeah, I love those little shops. They're so adorable. Well, it doesn't really matter, my beautiful cherry cola. Maybe small, maybe big. It really depends what you do. It depends if you're going to be, if you have, even just little crystals, or small ones can be good for a lot of different things. If you do any white magic or any witchcraft, it can be good for your tiny little crystals that maybe you do use into some spells. It's good for a lot of things. But Watson was right. I just looked, and it does. And I'm not trying to sell anything on anybody's behalf, but they do sell it on Amazon. Etsy also, most likely. I've actually been looking for different type of wands. So what do we have over here, sweetie? Cancer's energy altogether. Queen of Cups. You're smack into the middle of everything, aren't you, sweetie? But into the meanwhile, he's resting, but he doesn't want to rest. He's not happy. He's feeling out into the cold. He's feeling like everything that has happened is entirely his fault. But he's ready for war. He is. And when I say he's ready for war, he's not going to do any war. Absolutely not. But if you try to contact him, then I'm going to say, again, I think I used the wrong terminology. I'm not going to use the word war. I'm going to say he's going to be ready for battle. Now, he's not going to say anything to anybody. He's not going to create any problems, but he's definitely ready to stand his ground. So I'm going to say at this moment, it could be a really good thing not to reach out, to just really stay apart. I'm going to say at least for the following month. So give yourself a good 4 weeks before I'm coming in contact with him, because other than that, you are, aren't you, Watson? Oh, was it, Watson? Seriously? Okay, well, Lilith was right. But anyways, point being, you can find it at that shop. I'm going to say over here, my beautiful Cancer's energy, he is ready to stand his ground. He is ready to tell you how it is that he feels and what it is that he wants. And I don't really feel like at this moment he is ready for any type of compromise. Why? Because he's angry. Why? Because you have dethroned the king. He is not as powerful as he used to be. It's almost as if he has lost his power a little bit into this relationship, which was really, really important for him. And then, wait, let me go back up and see. You say Cancer with Amy. Cancer with Amy. And I have Wands. So Cancer's energy is an energy of being ready for anything. So being on our guard is mainly what you've got to hold on to. Cancer with Amy. He still believes that this is not over, even though he's the one who told you that you guys need, to have a pause and so much. So what? He does not believe that this is over. He does not necessarily believe that you guys are going to be together forever, but he definitely does see you guys still being together into the future. So his energy is one of, I'm going to let things kind of go on by, and then I'm going to come out. I'm going to be quite strong at this. And I don't even feel like when he comes on back and when he does contact you, and I feel like he's going to be contacting you in approximately a month. When he contacts you, it's almost as if he's going to act a little bit like his angry sex. He's not really going to be talking about anything. He's just going to really try to get backing and say, oh, would you like to meet up or something of the such. Why? Because he's going to try to avoid the conflict. So at this moment, he's bothered. Yes, he's frustrated. Yes, he's a little bit sad, but he's not demoralized because he does not believe that this is over. And you say, how does he feel about sending you? Oh. Yeah, really, seriously. Let's go see. How does he feel about that? So, how does he feel about sending you? Yes. All right. You know what? He has regret for doing that. He does. He could have done it into a different way. He could have talked to you into a different way. He could have given more time. There's a lot of things that he could have done that he did not do. So I'm going to say altogether, he's got a lot of regret for doing it into that kind of way. but he did not have the guts to tell you to your face. He was not able to do so. So it was, yes, a cowardly kind of a way, and he does regret it, but it was the best way that he found to do it because he really was upset. And you say his thoughts before sleep. And his thoughts before sleep, we're going to move over to this one over here. His thoughts before sleep. All right, sneakiness over here. Okay, my lovely. I'm going to say, as for his thoughts before he does go to bed tonight, he's a little bit heartbroken. He's wanting to gain more greed and more control into his life. He's wanting to do the same thing with you too. As he goes to bed to sleep tonight, I feel as though, yes, he was trying to find control into his life, but he's also already kind of planning his sneakiness, how he's going to sneak back into your life at some point. As I said, he pretty much figures out that he's going to be contacting you and kind of acting like nothing happens and see how that goes. But it's not his final decision yet, so he's still working upon it altogether. So I will say to you, my sweetie, before he goes to bed tonight, he's thinking about how much everything is a mess and how he needs to slowly repair some things, but he knows that he cannot repair everything right away. Hello, Kristen. How are you doing, sweetie? You think he's mad because his divorce, he blames you, right? And he's mad that you haven't gotten divorced. Let me go and see. Let me go and see the 3 months. Kristen, you may. Go for it, my beautiful Kristen. So in the meanwhile, let me just go and see over here what I've got into the following 3 months. Lilith and Watson. I'm going to finish up with Amy. I'm going to answer Kristen. And I will check that out, sweetness. I'm sorry, Kristen. I'll be with you momentarily, my beautiful. And then we're going to end the live for tonight, my beautiful souls. All right. What is popping out over here, sweetie? Into the following 3 months. I'm still getting fear. I'm still getting over here. A cherry cola. If you do have a question, you can go for it, sweetie. You can send a donation, sweetie. You still can, Maria, also, my lovely. So I'm seeing over here fear. I'm seeing some no, it's okay, Cherry Cola. You can go for it, sweetie. We're usually here much later, Cherry Cola. We're just not here too long tonight because I've got a horrible cold. But it's okay, Cherry Cola. Please go for it. Maria also. So into the following 3 months, my beautiful, I see fear. I see anxiety. I see refusing to compromise. So I still see that, yes, you're still with him, but you still have all the same problems that you got right now. So I am seeing over here that You're trying to find peace. You're trying to find balance, but he's refusing to compromise. So I don't want you to think that within the following 3 months that he's going to say that he's only going to be with you and nobody else. Fear. Yeah, you're afraid. You're afraid of leaving the other person, or you're afraid of what's going to happen into the repercussions, or that type of a fear. So if you want, we can replace fear by anxiety, if you will, sweetie. My beautiful Kristen, what's going on with Anwar? He blocked you, sweet one. I'm sorry, beautiful. Let's go and see. So, what is going on with Anwar? He blocked you. You sure can, Paris. Go for it, sweetie. All right, guys. We'll keep the donations open for another 15 minutes. So, until 9, sweeties. I kind of got all you guys stressed out now. Yeah, he got triggered by you, right? And he's got a lot of trauma. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He does. I've got the tower. I've got blockages going on over here. But he's still holding on to you. He blocked you, but he's going to unblock you. At this moment, he's got way too many problems. He's got a lot of burdens. But he's still thinking of you. He does not want to let you go. If his energy stays this way, I'm going to say within the following 7 to 10 days, then he will unblock you and he will come on closer to you, sweetie. Thank you, my beautiful cherry cola, sweetie. So I will say there's absolutely no doubt about it. Hello, my beautiful DD, sweetie. Sure, go. Absolutely, DD, sweetie. Thank you, sweet one. We'll leave you a timestamp. So I'm going to say over here, yes, yes, and yes. Yeah, you're friends. Are we friends, or does he actually like you? He's really, really confusing, right? No, he actually does like you because he is looking over here for different possibilities, but he's just not really open to it at this moment. So I'm going to say, I know that there's a lot of things kind of going on over here. Thank you so very much, Paris T or Sweetie Pie. Let me just go up over here. Yeah. So he's going to unblock you, sweetie, within the following 7 to 10 days. At the moment, you're friends, but you're friends that we want to be together with, that we do want to have a commitment, that we do want to have some type of a partnership, of a relationship, but we do need to leave it a little bit more time because we're just not ready for it right now. So if you're ready to kind of live through a little bit of that chaos, a little bit of that impatience, a little bit of that roller coaster that you've been through, if you're willing to wait a little bit more, I feel that within the following 3 months, something will open for you love-wise. But into the meanwhile, you can expect somewhat of an unblocking within the following 7 to 10 days, and you should have a return of a certain friendship that is going to be there. But it is going to remain complicated for a little while, sweet one. I know that you don't want to trigger him, sweetie. I know you don't. And he knows that you don't want to neither, sweet one. Monday thinking, right? Yeah, well, you often, yes, you actually, Maria, you often come back twice. On 18 plus 2. Okay, hold on just one moment. All right, I'm going to go and see over here. I know you're confused, my beautiful Kristen. Leave yourself a little bit of time. You'll see that the confusion will actually leave place to clarity, and he'll be able to give you that clarity. He just needs a little bit more time to settle his life down a little bit. All right, my beautiful cherry cola. You are up next. Has Joseph, let's go see. Has Joseph been thinking about you and wanting to reach out? You haven't seen each other in a while, but yeah, you'll get to see him soon and you do miss him. Okay, sweetie. Let's go see. Sending you so much love, Kristen, sweetie. I know, beautiful. Sending you big hugs. I know you want things to be better. Oh, nice to see you, Lisa. Nice to see you, beautiful. Welcome to the channel, sweetie. So, what do we have over here? Has Joseph been thinking about you and wanting to reach out? Yeah, okay, beautiful. What has happened between you guys? I have over here some toxic energies, sweetie. Yeah, okay. Altogether, what I'm going to say to you is that, has he been thinking about reaching out? I feel as though it is a yes, but I'm going to explain differently. It's a yes, but with criteria. So I feel as though he's been thinking about you a lot, but maybe more passionately, maybe more physically than emotionally speaking. Whatever seems to be going through over here, were you guys together? This is an ex. It's somebody that you want back into your life, sweetie. This is what I'm getting, because I'm getting over here that there was a breakup, something happened. We need to release some fear. There's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of things that are still just kind of hidden. Now, my problem is I'm still seeing toxic energies, but I'm seeing somewhat of an obsession. I'm seeing a very, very strong attachment towards you. So it's as if between Joseph and you, my sweetie, there's this bond, this attachment that is so, so strong, that is very, very difficult to break up. There's like a strong sexual lust that is there. You were friends for a long time, and you know that he isn't mature emotionally. But you weren't together, but you liked each other a lot. That's where all the sexual energy is coming from. Okay, so the sexual energy is still there. It is really, really, really quite strong. But I'm going to say ultimately altogether over here, I feel as though the communication might not be all that good. And I feel like in the very end of it all, is he going to be reaching on out? I'll say a no, because I do see over here, even though you're not together, I'm seeing breakups. I'm seeing a withdrawal or bad communication altogether. So has he been thinking about you? He has. He never really stopped thinking about you. Always has. But into that attachment that is somewhat unhealthy. But we don't know what to do with it, and we don't know how to react with it. Therefore, we keep it inside. We like you much more than you actually know about. That's it before you moved, right? So I'm going to say all together over here, sweetie, he does have a big ego. He does have power struggles right now. He's still really, really immature, doesn't really plan anything, and is a little bit reckless into all of this, into relationship-wise. So I'm going to say to you, lovely, I don't feel like he's going to be reaching on out. But I do know that he's been thinking about you, and I do know that he never stopped thinking about you. But still, he's not ready for anything. So if ever you do see him, because you did say that you're going to be seeing him soon, you're still going to have that sexual energy. You're still going to have that interest, but not enough to continue or to get into a relationship, because he's at the same point that he was when you saw him last time. Yes. I don't see it, sweetie. I'll take more cards out to go and see, okay? I don't think. I know he does. Yeah, he's a little reckless, all right. I saw it. But I have no doubt about it. He does still have feelings for you. He's holding on to you quite dearly. But almost into a little bit of a scary way, Cherry Cola. Because honestly, there's like, I don't want to say dark energies, but there's energies like jealousy, yet you're not together. Wants and desires and thinking about you in different ways, yet you're not together. So there's a lot of things that seem to be going on that we want, but we're not able to express to you. And therefore, that's where it becomes a little bit more negative. Now, is there a possibility for you guys? I do see that there's a need for closure, no doubt about it, because otherwise You're going to keep on thinking about it. You're going to keep on wondering about it. He's going to keep on wondering about it. Right now, you're both kind of navigating, moving on forward with cords that are not cut. They're not severed. Nothing has happened. So I will say, my sweetie, I feel that it gets important for you guys to talk, to figure things out, to either say, okay, let's give it a try, or let's close things. I feel like it's more going to be closing things because he's not ready for anything, but I don't necessarily feel. So ultimately, I'll say no. Yeah, he used to be a good friend, but he wasn't always loyal in your friendship, right? That's where all the toxic stuff comes out. So beautiful. I feel like you need to somehow cut him out of your life, honestly, because the energies have not changed. They're still there, and they're still negative, and I don't like them all that much. But to answer your questions, I do know that he is still thinking of you. He's never let you go, but I don't feel like he's going to reach out. He's not really ready for anything. But yes, you need some kind of a closure. So if you're not going to do it by talking to him and figuring things out, I'll say do a cutting the cord spell, or just yourself, not necessarily a spell. Write a letter. You can either send it to him, or you can write the letter as if you're sending it to him. Burn it outside and let it go and cut the cords like that, sweetie. Cherry Cola, let me know if there's anything else I could do for you, sweet one. It was an absolute pleasure to have you here. Please do come back and see us, my sweetie. We're here every night. Usually, as I said, we're here longer. I'm moving into PayPal, guys. So whoever is through PayPal, I will be with you guys very momentarily. And here we go. All right, just one moment. Okay, so here is the list, my beautifuls. Okay, so I do have our beautiful Dee Dee, who is up first. We're going to leave a timestamp. I do have Jade. I have Maria, and I have Amy. All right. Dee Dee is up first. Oh no, sweetie, what happened over here? Okay, and why is Farrah being so unfair? Why would she even think of that? I do your work properly and you go back late, unlike others. Okay. All right, my beautiful. Poor Dee Dee. I'm sorry, sweetie. Okay, let's go for Dee Dee over here. Oh, that's you, Paris. Yeah, you said Jay, so that's you. I got you, sweetie. Thank you, Paris. So you're going to be right after Dee Dee, my lovely. And let me just go see, because I don't believe your question is there. Let me just go and validate. And I don't. So, my dear Paris, if you could please post your question, I'm going to be with you right after Dee Dee, sweetie. So, let's go and find out. What do we have? Thank you so very much, my beautiful Amy. So, Dee Dee is going to be at 59 minutes and 30 seconds. So, 59:30. Hello, beautiful Carrie. Nice to see you, sweet one. Okay, Dee Dee, what is happening over here altogether? Let me go back into PayPal and say this. So you got a warning letter because you're late. You want to know, first of all, are other people getting this same letter? So why are you getting this letter? Is anybody else getting it? Okay. I'm actually going to have to say the same thing to you. I do not believe that everybody else gets it. I'm going to say some people do. I feel like they're a little bit selective into the people that they are choosing sometimes to give it to. Some people are maybe a little bit more onto the boss's side and they don't necessarily get that letter. Honestly, I feel as though they want changes. They want, why is Farah being so unfair is what you're asking. I'm going to say over here it's because they want to have a certain control. They want to have more control. And they really just want more perseverance. They want people to come in on time. I don't feel as though, is there anybody that is higher than Farah? Because I feel as though Farah is sending out these messages to different people, but not everybody. You know, your first question when you said, is everybody else getting it? And I said, no, but some people are. So certain people are. I don't feel as though they're looking at the fact that you work really, really well, or that you maybe sometimes you extend the time that you work. They're not looking at all the beautiful qualities that you have. They're looking at one single thing. So I'm going to have to say over here, I feel like they want some sudden changes. So I'm going to say it is completely unfair, but I'm going to say at the same time, if you do want to keep your job, as much as it's unfair, I don't feel as though it's necessarily coming from Farah. I feel like it's coming from somebody else. Farah is just kind of transmitting the message, if you will. But I'm going to say it's going to be important not to be late anymore, sweetie. Or anyways, not as much as you were, to really just try to do your best, at least for a little while, so they start picking on somebody else who was late instead of you. So this is what I'm seeing over here, sweetie. So some people are not. Some people are more onto the good list, but that's always going to happen. But I don't feel as though it's ultimately Farah who is deciding. I feel like there is somebody else. Now, what does Jenna think of you? Jenna. Jenna knows that you work really, really, really hard, that you're really good at what you do. Jenna is guarded around you. Jenna feels as though there is something over here. I'm going to say that Jenna, I don't feel as though Jenna dislikes you altogether. It's not what I'm going to say, but she is definitely guarded towards you. I feel as though she thinks that you know some things and that you're not saying them, is what I could see. So Jenna is being guarded. Jenna is staying away from any type of conflicts. I'm going to say over here, Jenna, is there a possibility that Jenna might want your position, or a position maybe that you're wanting to go forward towards? Because I kind of feel like this is a little bit what we're moving towards. So I'm going to say be careful. She might try to either take your position or to try to take a future position that you would like to have, that she might be going towards. Does she dislike you? No. Are you competition? Yes. And you say you're really upset at the fact that they met you, that you're not saying that's it, right? Why would she even think of it? I know you do your work really, really well, sweetie. Let me go see what's going to be happening maybe at work into the following weeks. Maybe we could peek at that a little bit, Dee Dee. So what do we have? Disruptive energies, imbalance. Feeling like you're rejected, feeling like you're blocked, feeling like there's delays. You need to continue to be your beautiful self, sweetie. The bosses, they're going to continue to be in control. They're not going to let you go. You're not losing your job. You're not going anywhere, but they're going to continue to be really, really quite strict. So you got to make sure that you're there on time. And if you do all of that, then I'm going to say within the following months, maybe something will be offered to you over here, sweetie. So I say there's no danger into your job of you losing your job as long as you arrive on time. As much as it's unfair, I know other people have. Some people have been reprimanded, others have not. The fact that you have is unfair, but it seems to be coming from somebody else. And as fair as it is, because other people are doing it and they're not getting in trouble, you still, I guess, have to kind of follow, sweetie. So I'm going to say you're absolutely right to be upset, to be disappointed, to be pissed off. I would be too. It's unfair, completely unfair. But, and I know how much you work hard. I know how much time you put in. It's not fair, sweetie. I'm just going to send you the biggest hug into the world. And I hope that, that things change around and they, move towards somebody else. They concentrate on somebody else than you, sweetie, because you don't deserve it. Let's go and see. Maria, you're going to be up next after our beautiful Paris. So let's go see, Paris, what your question is over here, sweetie. Let me go a little bit up. How is the Pisces energy towards you? All right, let's go see. Let's go over here and here. How is Pisces doing? Here we go for Paris. Maria and Amy to finish up the live for tonight. So what do we have? How is Pisces energy towards you? Okay. Interesting. I'm getting that we want to reach out, but there's delays. There's interest, but there's delays. Very interesting. Hold on. Let me go over here. Okay, so is this somebody, sweetie? Is this somebody new or is this somebody from the past? I'm asking because there's all different kind of energies. There's changes, there's transformations. I have wants and desires, but at the same time, we're distant and kind of staying onto the side, kind of staying away. So I'm going to say at this moment, we're into, and no, it's from the past. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we're into a moment where we're thinking a lot. We're into a lot of introspection altogether. I do feel like we do want to offer something. I do feel like our energy is about reaching on out, which is a beautiful card to get. But I know that we're also a lot into our own mind. We're trying to change a lot of different things at this moment. So I'm going to say, sweetie, it's really, really mixed on in, my beautiful. If this is somebody from the past, as you're saying over here, I feel as though there's an opportunity to see what's next, which next step we could take. But if you take that opportunity and you reach out, because he's not going to reach out. He's not going to. He's thinking that there could be a possibility, but he's not going to reach out. If you decide that you're going to reach out, there could be something happening, definitely, but it's an immature type of a situation where we're a little bit all over the place. We're a little bit unsure. And there's a lot of delays. There's a lot of setbacks. So I feel like if you do reach out, it's going to be complicated. It might not give you what you want at the very ending of it all. Oh, you're not reaching out. Well, okay then. Well, that settles it, sweetie. So I'm going to say we do think about reaching on out towards you, sweet one, because we do still think about you. We do still care for you. But there's a lot of delays. There's a lot of stuff going into their world. And Honestly, they're not ready for a relationship. They're not ready for that, my sweet one. I'm going to say they're trying to focus on different things at this moment than love. So Pisces is still thinking about you, but Pisces is trying to move on. If there is anything else I could do for you, any other questions, sweetie, please let me know, okay? Let's go and see. I'm going to take a sip, and we're going to go and see Maria. What is he going to get the energy to ask you out, right? That's what you're wondering about, sweetie. You get stressed into the beginnings of the week, my beautiful Maria. Okay, so let's go and see. What do we have? Into the beginning of the week, you get all stressed. And then midweek, you get all excited because you get to talk with him and you're on fire. And then, actually, it's just the beginning of the week where you're a little bit more stressed out. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go see, sweetie. So, what is he going to get the energy to ask you out? The Chariot, followed out by our Four of Cups. Also getting over here, our Empress. All right, my love, I'm going to say that you're still on schedule so far. I still feel like everything is still going to be happening and everything is still up to date. I know the fact that, you know, he is afraid, that he is thinking about the past and everything today, that it's scaring you and you're thinking, oh, no, what's going to happen? And maybe he doesn't want to be with me anymore. And what am I going to do? Are things changing? But nothing is changing, sweetie. It is just your mind, my beautiful soul, and your beautiful heart that's a little bit overreacting. And I so get it 1,000,000%, sweetie. But he's still going to be jumping on in approximately 2 weeks. You're still that beautiful goddess into his world, sweetie. So nothing is really changing over there. It happens a little bit like you. You wonder what's going to be happening, what's he going to be doing, and so on. And you kind of get stressed. Well, his main problem is that, you know, he's always a little bit afraid about getting back into old cycles. And so sometimes he has to talk to himself a little bit to figure some things out. But nothing has changed. He still feels for you. He still loves you, sweetie. You know what I didn't do? I don't think I gave you messages. Maybe that's what happened, my beautiful. Maybe you're feeling uncomfortable. I did not send you messages and you did not get his loving thoughts. I'll give you some messages here. Let me go and take out some cards over here and go let you know how he feels. Thank you for that, my beautiful Lilith. All right. Okay, so the sun, the world. Honestly, sweetie, you're his happiness, you're his joy, you're his beautiful vitality. You bring a lot of optimism into his life, a lot of positivity. You kind of illuminate his life altogether to make him believe that prosperity is possible, that good things will be happening into this relationship, into his world. You're his world. It's a cycle. You guys are exactly where you're meant to be. It's just that, you know, you're not quite ready for it, but it is coming. We are planning and we are taking those decisions at this moment. Let me go back over here. When you were walking onto the catwalk, what were his thoughts? Walking onto the catwalk, you know what? He was sad. He was sad that he was not there walking onto the catwalk with you, sweetie. He was, and it's kind of interesting that I would say that he was sad, right? Because you think, oh, why does he think that I'm sexy and I'm so hot and he just wants to be with me? Well, it's exactly that, but with sadness, because he did want to be with you. He did want to be close to you. He didn't want to be watching you walk away. He wanted to hold you. He wanted to be with you at that moment. So I'm going to say he enjoys watching you walk onto that catwalk, sweetie. But today it was more melancholy, wanting to be closer to you. And let me go and see over here. Your hair. So you did your hair this weekend, if he saw it today. So you did your hair this weekend. You wonder if Roberto liked it or not. I'm going to say he did. He was not expecting it whatsoever. He kind of feel as though, I don't know what you did. He kind of feels like it's a little bit bold, maybe for the color, but he absolutely loves it, sweetie. Absolutely does. Most likely he'll even say something to you about it tomorrow. So yes, yes, and yes, my beautiful. Absolutely loved it, sweetie. You didn't mess anything up today, my beautiful Maria. You didn't mess anything up whatsoever. I know that you think you messed things up because of the hug, but you didn't mess anything up whatsoever. Again, if you would have given that hug, then you would have messed things up. But you did absolutely everything perfectly. Exactly, beautiful. I'm going to go and see what's happening with our beautiful Amy. I saw a lot of sevens. I don't know if it's because of the number 7. I don't know what's going on. Let's go see. All right, so beautiful. Don't worry, my beautiful Maria. Everything is going to be okay, sweetie. You did everything absolutely perfectly. So Amy and hubby now through 7 months. 7 months, and what do I see? Okay. Your 7 months are kind of interesting. So Amy and hubby now through 7 months. What is happening? So Amy and hubby now through 7 months. Ace of Pentacles, Empress is there, still strong. Page of Pentacles is still there. Nothing has changed. Nobody has gone anywhere. I'm going to say the connection that you have at this moment, it is still the same, sweet one. So, nothing is changing, sweetie. Nothing. You're still at home. You're still with him. And he's still being the way that he is. You're looking one side. He's looking the other side. So between both of you guys, what's really holding you guys together is the money. It's the only reason. And it goes both ways. May it be him or may it be you. Amy and Cancer. From here to 7 months. I am sorry. So 7 months. What do we get? You guys are speaking. You guys are into the same position too. My beautiful Amy. You're still battling. You're still battling you're still battling Cancer. Cancer is being shown as a devil over here. So a lot of passion, a lot of lust, a lot a lot of ties that seem to be somewhat unbreakable. But no changes, no modifications. So my lovely, I'm going to have to say over here, sweetie, as I can see at this moment, nothing is changing between you and hubby or you and Cancer. You're still at home looking one way, he's looking the other. You're still seeing Cancer, but you're not with him. Do I see other women from now to 7 months? The Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. I do believe so, sweetie. I'm going to say 2 to 3 other women from what I can see. So I'll say 2 to 3. Amy into the future. So what do I see for Amy to the future? For Amy to the future, my sweetie, I see that you want to release yourself from Cancer. I see that you wanting to release if he doesn't change. I see you, though, still sticking around. I see you, financially speaking, with more money and therefore more freedom, more happiness, perhaps. I see somebody else into your life over here also. And I see you wanting to leave your husband, but not doing so. So I'm going to say to the future, Amy, into the close future, to the following months. There is no doubt about it. We have you wanting to leave, wanting to gain some clarity from Cancer, but not being able to leave him. You're not leaving hubby neither, but you're thinking about leaving hubby. I know that you've been thinking about leaving hubby for quite some time, but since you have a little bit more money or things seem to be a little bit easier for you, well, you're starting to think about it a little bit more, but you still have not done it yet. And between Cancer and Amy, what do I have? What's the attachment? It's passion. That's what it is, sweetie. It is passion. You are fantasy. You are passion. You are dreams. And that is what we love about that connection. And we've always seen that he's been attracted to you because you offer the passion, you offer the sexuality, you offer the exciting part of a relationship. And this will always be. And this is why he's not going to be able to be with you, sweetie. Because then he'll lose his fantasy. He'll lose his power. I feel like they're one nights, sweetie. I'll say one nights. How far is what into the future? The women? No, his feelings are what they are, sweetie. His feelings are about him being, see you tomorrow, my beautiful Maria. His feelings towards you have always been, yes, there is love, but there is mostly passion. There is fantasies. This is what he wants. This is what you offer him. This is what you guys have, this is anyways what he has thought has been an agreement for the longest of time. So his feelings are always going to pretty much remain that way. As for the women, I'll say that I do see one in approximately, I'm going to say 6 weeks, then approximately maybe 2 months later. And the other one, I don't quite see it. But I said 2 or 3. The third one might not happen. Amy, I know that you offer love too. But your question was, what is his attachment towards you? His attachment towards you is fantasies. It's sexual. It's pleasure. It's fun. This is what he associates with you. When you are no longer pleasurable, sexual, fun, he does not need you. Your future, as I was saying, into you, into your future, everything is stable. Everything is exactly the way that it is right now. On exception that you seem to be making a little bit more money, therefore you're thinking slowly of leaving hubby, even though you're not going to be with Cancer. And on to that, my beautiful souls, we are going to end the live for tonight. I'm going to go take medication and I'm going to go to bed early tonight. So, my beautiful Amy, I'm sending you a whole bunch of love, sweetie. I know that you love him. I know that you hold on to him. I just feel like more time is necessary for more clarity and you guys need to talk, but you're not able to talk at this moment, so you need to leave it a little bit more time, sweetie. So I will say sweet dreams to everybody. Thank you so very much, everybody, for coming on in. And we'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. Sweet dreams, everybody.